Alright, greetings and salutations. It's your boy D Boom. We back once again with LLE.Astrology. I just did air. It's time to do water. I'll be doing earth signs and fire signs a little bit later. And if I don't get it done tonight, I'll definitely get it done early tomorrow, okay? So, head, shoulders, knees, and toes, random. We're going to get straight with it. Head, that's swords, thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, the direction you're going, the decisions you're making. Because everything starts from the mind, okay? Then we got cups. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators of where you're going mentally. Our mind must be aligned with everything that we doing here. We ain't half-assing nothing, okay? Then we got wands. Actions and behavior. Things you're doing, things you've done, not what you finna do because you ain't did it yet. What you done got karma and accountability attached to it. What you doing got karma and accountability attached to it. What you finna do that's not. All right. Finally, we got pentacles. These are person's, places, and things. These things you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All pentacles expire. All pentacles have expiration dates. And all pentacles are temporary. All right. Let's get to business. So, we're going to start off with, let's see, Pisces, then Cancer, then Scorpio. Pisces first. Pisces, woman or feminine energy. We got Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles represents the bridge card. Okay, and what's the bridge? This is you and another person doing shit. You, another person, and the shit that you got in common. So this is like you, the first friend you ever made, and whatever common denominator that brought you two together. Y'all went to the same school. It's like in Head Start, kindergarten. Your first friend. Y'all was into the same shit. Had the same favorite color. Was interested in the same guy or some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something brings two people together. Whether that's your best friend or your worst motherfucking enemy. Or your ex. You know what I mean? A person you fucking despise. They was cool with you at first, but now you hate their ass. Like, at the end of the day, you two was cool. And it was something that made you two that. You know what I'm saying? We all build bridges. You know, this is where you at right now. This is where the fuck you trying to get to, you know, the next level. And this is the stage or the place or the point you need to get yourself to the next level. You want a better job, you might have to get a certificate, a trade, a degree, go back to school, do something. It's something you're going to have to do to get your ass to the next level. You're just not going to appear to the next level being here. So, if you fucking with people who trying to build bridges with you, thinking they going to make it an easy way, you know, credit scams. There's a lot of scammers and jammers and bammers out here, you know what I'm saying? So, anybody that say they got a way to get to where the fuck you want to get to, whether that's richer, whether that's wealthier, successful, or some shit, and say they got an easy way on doing that shit, you better burn that fucking bridge ASAP. Okay? Don't get your ass set the fuck up out here. Okay? So energy you coming into or leaving is the bridges you building. You need to put signs on these bridges so you know what type of bridges they are. You know what I'm saying? Some bridges you need to build to help yourself. Some bridges you need to fucking burn to save yourself. You know what I'm saying? But it shouldn't take your bridge to get on fire for you to know that this bridge is burning the motherfucking up, burn up. Or it shouldn't take you to get burnt up for you to know not to fuck with the bridge in the first place. You know what I mean? So person, places, and things. Whatever you connecting with. You know what I'm saying? Or building with. Just keep your eyes open. Keep your third motherfucking eye open over the bridges that you building, because they could lead to your benefit or lead to your destruction. All right, because what's going on right now is the Eight of Swords. And this is a mental prison. It's an invisible prison because it's mental. You know what I'm saying? This is a false sense of entitlement, false sense of security, or what I like to call the boogeyman effect. Okay, false sense of entitlement. Like I say, entitlement is the seed of sin. If a motherfucker do you dirty, if you feel the need to do someone dirty, if a motherfucker rob you, if you rob people, if you cheat on a person or a person cheating on your motherfucking ass, these motherfuckers is feeling entitled to do it. Or you're feeling entitled to do it, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. You'll be putting yourself in a mental prison, thinking you need to feel like shit when you don't have to. Or thinking you need to get back at somebody when vengeance is the Lord's. Feel what I'm saying? Like, just because people doing shit to you don't mean you need to do what the fuck they doing to you, because it ain't really in your nature to do that shit. They scammers, jammers, bammers, cheaters, you know, users, abusers, and motherfucking losers. Don't make yourself one. Putting yourself in their energy. just because of what the fuck they doing to you. Just cut them out. Just stop fucking with them. You do that anyway in relationships and friendships and shit like that. Why the fuck you can't do that with business partners or so-called bridges? You feel me? It's Swords, like I say, it's an invisible prison. It's like me and my boo walking down the street, and my boo ends up walking into an invisible fucking prison. All of a sudden, she can't move. She's like a fucking mime. Her voice is kind of dim, almost like she's encased in some shit. She's banging on shit like, hey, nigga, get me the fuck out of here. I'm going to step the fuck back. Shit you need to do. Step the fuck back. Like, hey, I don't know what the fuck you just walked into. I mean, invisible prisons, mental prisons are your fucking prisons. Ain't nobody's job to get you out of your mental prison or your mental rut. It's your job to get yourself out of there. If you got in that bitch, trust me, you can get the fuck out that motherfucker. So if my boo got trapped in an invisible prison, it's like, yo, calm the fuck down, first of all. Nigga, what the fuck you mean, calm the fuck down? Shorty, calm the fuck down. Alright? Listen. This shit is going on right now. Try something. Jump up and down. Spin 3 times. You got a crystal in your pocket? Okay, take the crystal out. Just see if you can cut this motherfucking invisible prison open. Like, you got in that bitch somehow. Shorty, it's a way you can get out that motherfucker. Just calm your mind and think for a minute. Maybe the room revolves. Maybe the door you got in walked in this way. Maybe the door's in the ceiling now. Like, I don't know. All I can do is sit out here and help you. I ain't finna leave you by yourself, but I ain't finna get too close to your motherfucking ass because I ain't trying to end up in that bitch with you. 2 motherfuckers stuck in the mental prison. We can't get each other out of nowhere. At least me out here on the outside, I can at least direct you or help you or go get some help to get your ass out. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever rut you in, you're gonna have to get yourself out that shit. Don't expect your lover to get you out your rut, to get you out your shit. That's unfair. It's fucked up. It's your mental prison, G. All right? False sense of security. If you insecure, then let it be known. You scared, then say you scared. Don't let your insecurities fuck up a good relationship or fuck up a good friendship. You feel you ain't whatever to where you don't want to hurt somebody else. You know what I mean? Thinking for other people and shit. You know what? I ain't in a good enough space to do shit. So, I'm going to just end this shit anyway because I ain't really in no position to make shit happen anyway. That's a mental prison you just put yourself in. Blocking blessings and shit because of your insecurities. Don't let your insecurities bubble over and fuck up a good situation, a good relationship, a good friendship, a good partnership you got because you in your mental prison. Just get yourself out that bitch. If they're a good friend, if they're a good partner, if they're a good lover, then they're going to be with you through it all. Good, bad, and motherfucking ugly. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah. Going to the future. Pisces woman, you got the 10 of Wands. And this is a temporary ending. It's pumping the brakes on some shit. Leaving some shit alone. Calling time out real quick. Hey, let me just call time out. Let me take a fucking break real quick. I got some shit I got to get going on. I'm not saying it's over. I'm just saying I need a little break real quick. Not like separation break. Just I'm going through a little breakdown right now, so I need to take a break so I can save a little bit of mine I got right now. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't causing you no issues. This isn't something you passionate about. Like I said, you want to do it. You got the best interest in heart to try to make some shit happen. But right now, you ain't in the mental space to do it. Okay? So just pump the brakes on it. Leave it alone. Like I said, whatever you pumping the brakes on, hopefully your friend is understanding. Hopefully your lover is understanding. Hopefully they ain't going to take it the wrong way. But as long as you be crystal clear on what the fuck you dealing with, should be no issues. No? Pisces male. Energy you coming out of or coming into. We got the world. And what's the world card? It's a temporary space where all things expire. That's the world. Okay? It's a low level energy. That's why it's a 4. It ain't Zion. It ain't heaven. It ain't the fucking infinite. We're spiritual beings having physical existence. It ain't the other way around. We're not from this world. Okay? We come from above. Okay? We just living here experiencing shit. Now, on this planet, like I say, it's a temporary space and time. People are going to come and go. You're going to lose family. You're going to lose friends, whether that's just because you ain't fucking with them no more or like death come and take them. You know, it's a temporary space. We only here for a little bit. Even your life is not going to be here 24/7. Ain't nobody promised tomorrow in this world. You know what I mean? So while you got today, live it up. It shouldn't take you to get to your old age or see your citizenship to really start enjoying fucking life. You need to be enjoying life right now. You need to be telling motherfuckers you love them right now. You need to tell motherfuckers you miss them right now. Like, you need to be fucking with people right now. Don't wait till later like you got time. No one knows the day and hour in this world. That's just reality. And then you gotta know what the fuck type of world this is. People they don't give a fuck about what you got going on. People ain't gonna feel for you or understand you or your trauma and your woes and the shit you got going. People don't give a fuck. Everybody's on a paper chase. It's a rat race for money right now. Paper is what the fuck people give a fuck about. Your credit score or how much you wealth. What can you do for them? That's what's important in this world. I mean, we're spiritual beings, so we don't give a fuck about none of that mundane ass shit. But that seems to be what the fucking world is focused on. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, don't let the world take the divinity away from you. Don't let the world bring you to a low level energy because the world is a low level energy. You gotta rise above it on some cool running shit. Feel me? Four of Cups also on a better note represents the lottery. It's just it's nothing but infinite opportunities that can happen. Bad shit can happen to you, but good shit can happen to you, man. It's good, bad, or ugly. The world is, which is basically a 66% chance that it ain't gonna be bad. But once again, even if it's bad, it's good because God don't make no mistakes. God works in mysterious ways, and God is perfect and absolute at the end of the day. It's your world at the end of the day, so make the best of it. Okay, that's all I want to say. Because currently, what's going on right now is the Three of Wands, Pisces male, Pisces masculine. It's time to evolve, evolution time. Two of Wands, that's survival. That's making ends meet. That's the gerbil wheel that the whole world is running in. You know what I'm saying? That's what the world consists of too. It's just a fucking rat race. Motherfuckers is going in circles. What you need to go is up. It's only one right way. And that's up. What's up? God is what's up. What's up? The real world, nigga, the infinite. You know what I'm saying? Evolution. You just in a place right now where you just gotta evolve into the person that God really made you. You was already this person, but I mean, like I say, in this rat race, you felt like you didn't really have time to evolve until shit happens and forces you to motherfucking evolve. Shouldn't take like life in the world to force you to get to this point. You should have been at this point, or at least thinking about this point. But sometimes, you know what I'm saying, life has to thrust you into position. The current position you in right now, you got to elevate. You got to evolve. Can't go around this world with the same mentality that you had. You can't be doing the same shit that you've been doing. That shit just ain't twerking no more. Can't be around the same people you've been around. You can't be in the same places you've been at. You're going to have to do something totally different because, you know what I'm saying, it's getting thrusted upon you. And if you don't do it, it's going to be consequences to that shit. Best believe that. Wrapping up Pisces, we got the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles represents bossing the fuck up. It's putting yourself in a position of power. You know, it's bossing up. Like I say, you've been selfless this whole time. It's time to get selfish and boss up in that motherfucking energy. You being nice, Mr. Nice Guy and shit. Now it's time to boss the fuck up. Not be a bully, okay, but, you know, no more Mr. Nice Guy. You know, Pisces rank. Let's go from male and female. Like I say, tell motherfuckers no. Tell them no. And then study their motherfucking reaction to you telling their ass no. Because Pisces, just like Libras, y'all help so many people. You know what I'm saying? Only the people y'all fuck with, only the people y'all love, only the people y'all have some type of respect or admiration for. But these are the main motherfuckers that use your ass. Strangers can't do the shit. Only people that's close to you. We talking about the people that's close to you. We talking about friends. We talking family. Nigga, tell their ass no. And watch they face when you say no. These niggas gonna be looking, they gonna have the boo-boo face. They gonna have the gas face. They gonna make sound effects like Biz Markie and shit. Nigga like what? You said no? Yeah. And like I say, make a middle note of these motherfuckers' reaction. Because in reality, what the fuck y'all expect me to say yeah every time? I guess that's just what I'm supposed to do, right? Just go with the shit, right? So, like, nah. Like, at the end of the day, boss the fuck up. Because if you don't boss up, all that's going to be happening is somebody going to take advantage of your shit. Now, at the time, I'm telling you to be nice. You've been nice this whole fucking time, but where has it got you? You've been easy on people this whole motherfucking rip. Where has it got you? Literally nowhere. Okay, so you're going to have to switch up. Alright, so off Pisces. Let's get to where we at right now. Cancers. all day. Cancer female, you know what I'm saying? You kicking this thing off, this energy either coming into or leaving, right? We got the Eight of Cups. And Eight of Cups represents enterprise. So it's time for you to enterprise. But all enterprise basically represents is like, it's a two-part card. It's like a Patty Bill card, right? So just look at Patty Bell and really compare her to any other diva in the motherfucking game, and you'll really see a big difference, right? So compare like Patty Bell to like Beyonce, Rihanna, you feel me? Like Faith Evans, Kelly Price, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a big difference you're gonna see, and the difference between Patty Bell and all these other divas is number one, she keep God first. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep God first in everything that you do. That's really remaining divine, because if you divine at all times and you keep your integrity up at all times, we talking about like good integrity, being a person people could trust. Person in your word. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker people leave kids around. You feel me? Like, as long as you keep your divinity up and keep your integrity up at all time, if you choose the enterprise, you can't lose. Period. Like, you can't lose. Now, if you moving grimy out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, you doing shit you ain't got no business doing, or basically conforming yourself to the world, like I was making in a little Pisces rant. Just people, the way people do you doing them, even though that's not in you to do so. You just gonna mess yourself up. But now calls the time for enterprise. Okay, so if you are working a 9 to 5, then you're gonna have to take time, energy, and resources you don't have to really come up on something. You know what I mean? Like, you have to find time to do it. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, it's like the government wants you to work till you die or some shit like that. Like, at least create something of legacy. At least create something that's going, like a passive income. You know what I'm saying? That's going to basically bubble into an assertive income that you could basically sub your assertive income, and then it gives you time, energy, and resources to start another passive income. Like, just creating something. And what I noticed is with Pisces, man, y'all, not Pisces, excuse me, I'm on Cancers. Y'all got it. Like I said, y'all got all kind of tricks of the trade. You could be a caterer, you could be a freelancer. Like, it's so much stuff. This is a digital age, social media age. You can create many things. But like I say, what you want to do is, like I said, put God in it. Keep your integrity up, because you can't lose doing it that way. You can literally put God in everything that you do. That's why I'm like a Christian psychic, you know what I'm saying? But still, that's energy was coming out of, right? What's going on right now is the Knight of Cups. And this represents, it's like my Romeo and Juliet card, right? Like, the story of Romeo and Juliet. It's supposed to be a love story, but it's really a tragedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got two lovers who basically fizzled out. I'm guessing they was teenagers, right? Like, what, 16, 17, 18, 19. Like, they both ended up in their demise. It ain't like they turned into like Rome and Jules, two senior citizens telling a story about Romeo and Juliet, telling their grandkids about their story and how they survived, and you know what I'm saying, and lived to actually tell an actual love story. This shit was really a tragedy. But the really point in it was just the juvenile emotions that was involved in it. Like, why? Why would Juliet, like, what kind of plan was that? Oh, I'm gonna fake my death, and then you not tell Romeo about it, and then he ended up killing himself, and then you end up killing yourself because he killed himself. Like, the best thing you could have did, if you two were really like lovers, if you two were really like soulmates and shit like that, you would have let him in on the plan. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it was juvenile the way she went out, Juliet, we talking about, and it was juvenile what Romeo did at the end of the day. So the lesson of it is just don't be juvenile. Not be juvenile. Really gonna have to grow emotionally. You gotta be in a mature emotion to make any decision. You jealous, you angry, you mad or some shit like that. You can't make choices or decisions or go into actions or behavior in that energy, because you're just gonna crash out, like Romeo and Juliet. So if this is a relationship, don't crash out. It's best for you to be quiet, be silent, really think before you say something, because you know what I'm saying. One thing about words, you can't take them shits back. And then you don't know what other people go through. So if you lash out or say some shit out of anger or say something out of spite, you have no idea what this other person you saying is going through. So it could just spiral out of control. It went from you just speaking your mind to you just killing your whole friendship or relationship or kinship with a person, you know what I'm saying? Because you wasn't thinking. You wasn't thinking. Thinking is being in the swords energy. These are the cups, right? To show feelings and emotions. And what are feelings and emotions? Just indicators on where you're going mentally. Okay? Future final roll wrapping up Cancer female, you know what I'm saying? We got the Two of Swords. And this is decisions, free will, or options. options, free will, or a decision you need to make, or it's a fork in the road. Like I said, it's only one right way, and that's up. You know what I mean? And what's up, God, is what's up. You can go left, you can go right, you can go in a complete circle. You know what I'm saying? You're just going up in the same position you was in before. If you have a decision to make sure you make that. Shit is not gonna work itself out. You dig what I'm saying? Like free will. That's the greatest gift you can really have. It's like I say, options. If his will is a way, it's always an option. So going to the future, if you feel you ain't got no options, then like I say, that's just being mental right there, because that's totally not true. You literally have the free will to do whatever you please. But just because you got options or just because you got free will don't mean you got to execute that every time. Really gonna have to go in your head and just think. You know what I'm saying? Just take a moment and really put in your head exactly what decision you need to make. Like I say, it ain't about right or wrong. There's only one right way, and that's just doing shit the right way. You know what I mean? And the right way is up. And what's up? Like I say, that's up and away from things. You know what I'm saying? The further you go up, the further away you're going to get from people. The further away you're going to get from understanding. If it ain't people there with you, then that goes understanding too. That goes, you know what I'm saying? Just go up. It's the best choice that you can make. You know what I mean? What I mean by go up with it is just go all the way into it. All right? Take advantage of the fact that you got options. Because it ain't like you walk around here with none. Be glad you got free will, you know what I'm saying? Or you even in a position to think for yourself. It ain't like you trapped in a system or you trapped with somebody who's eliminating these swords that you got going on when you do have them at your disposal. Moving on. We got Cancer Male. So energy you coming into or leaving is the Eight of Wands, and that's communication, communication, and communication. So communication is 80% nonverbal. You feel what I'm saying? So 20% of it is what you're saying, 80% of it is what you're doing. And what you're doing and what you're saying got to correlate, because if you're doing something and saying something else, then you ain't communicating at all. All right? And not saying something is saying something, but not saying something is doing something too. And not doing something is doing something, if you get my drift. So whether you sending a text message, smoke signal, bat signal, or whatever you're trying to communicate, make sure you communicate that clear. Once again, it's making sure your verbal and your physical is correlating or coordinating with whatever you're trying to relate. You understand what I'm saying? Eight of Wands also represents like transcript. This could be a book. You know what I'm saying? This could be just notes you writing or some shit, like a diary or something. Like whatever communication could be a work of art. You know what I mean? Capitalize on it. So if you got a diary, if you sitting around with a whole bunch of thoughts you scribbling, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, turn it into a book. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people on YouTube and Facebook doing all kind of channels and stuff like that, relaying the information. Some is getting paid for it, some is not. I say do something of substance, but it seems like I said, if you cooning out here and just doing any random thing, that seems to be more successful. But whatever your flavor, neighbor, just speak. You got a voice, make sure you use that shit. That's all I'm saying. So, what's going on currently, though, past communication is the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is the idle mind. And idle mind is the devil's workshop. Why is idle mind the devil's workshop? Because if you in your head, then you ain't doing nothing. And if you ain't doing nothing, it's almost like the devil won. We're human beings, man. We supposed to be doing shit. We the kings and queens of doing things. So anytime you in your head to where it's kind of got you stuck, or you kind of like stagnant. So whoever got you in your head, whoever got you stuck, whoever got you not want to, really be yourself or do what you're usually doing, then it's almost like they won. You can't be too idle. With your time, you can't be too idle in your mind. Like, just idle, period. It's like take a shot. You know what I'm saying? Four of Swords would be just two in your head about what shot you want to take, right? Five of Swords would be the equivalent of, like, aiming at a target. And even when you aiming at a target, you got to get out your head and take a shot. Because if you hold your hand up to the target, or you aiming at a target too long, like, you're gonna have to take a shot. If you aiming the gun too long, or you got the bow cocked too long, or holding it too long, it's gonna mess up the accuracy of your shot. Thus, you're gonna end up taking another shot or retrying what you're doing because you in your head about it. You just aim, set, go, ready, set, go. It's a whole motion with it. And Seven of Swords, what you got going into the future, are kind of equal as the results. So four would be in your head about it. Five of Swords would be focusing on it. Six of Swords would be taking your shot. Seven of Swords would be like the results. And then what if you don't like the results? Okay, then take the shot over again. Try that shit again. If you don't like the cards that you was dealt, you can always reshuffle the deck. that goes with the options thing we was saying with the Two of Swords too, right? All right, cool in the gang. So going to the future, so we can wrap up Cancer real quick and get Scorps. Seven of Swords, that's the truth card. You know what I'm saying? And the truth is darkness coming to light. Cats coming out of bags. You keeping it 100 with somebody, somebody keeping it 100 with you, or you keeping it 100 with your damn self. You know what I'm saying? Truth sets you free. So as long as it's out there, you can kind of move on. Like I say, it's the equivalent of black and white. It's results. You go to the doctor to get checked out on something. You finally got the results on it. So now you got the results, which is basically like kind of the truth for the moment. You could take this and do something with it. Right? Something was in the dark. Now it's in the light. And since it's in the light, it's been illuminated. Now you know what to do with it. Just be glad that it came out in the light. Don't be, you know what I'm saying? If it has stayed a secret, then just imagine all the time, energy, and resources you would have wasted thinking something wasn't what it was. Dig what I'm saying? But another thing about illumination, though, it's a light. And what are lights? Like the light on your back porch. You know what I'm saying? Truth is like the light on your back porch. You know what I'm saying? It's built for you to see. Things are eliminated so you can see what's outside, but at the same time, the same light is going to attract bugs or pests or critters. You know what I'm saying? It might attract criminals. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, you're going to have to be fully aware of your light, of your truth, so you know how to move with it and move applicably. All right, wrapping up. Water. Scorp, female. Coming to this thing. We got the King of Swords, and this is my God card, so to speak. King of Swords. You know what I'm saying? God is definitely mental. It's a personal relationship at the end of the day. So people looking far away from God when God is in your mind. He's in your brain at the end of the day. So you ain't got to look too far. But when God come out, like I say, some good shit is going to happen. Some bad shit going to happen. Or some ugly shit going to happen. You know what I'm saying? 66% chance that it ain't bad. But even if it's bad, it's good. Because like I say, God don't make no mistakes. God work in mysterious ways. God is perfect and absolute. So even if it is an accident, it's going to be a good accident. Even if it is the worst day of your motherfucking life, best believe it's going to be some good that's going to come from it. It's all mental, though. It's just your perception on how you taking it. Feel me? Like I say, there's only one right way, and that's up. And what's up? God is what's up. So you need to ascend. You need to go high. The higher you go up, the closer you're going to get to the most high. But like I say, the higher you go up, the less you're going to be around people. And the less you're around people, the less you're going to be around people and their understanding of you. Not going to understand where you coming from or your path or your purpose or whatever thing you got going on with the Most High. Like I say, it's a personal relationship at the end of the day. So if you've been too distant from God, get close. He in your head. You ain't got to look too far. Feel me? Cancer male. No. Scorpio. Keep getting shit twisted. Scorpio female. What's going on currently is the Six of Wands. And this is victories, wins, or celebrations. It's a good card. It's good energy, especially when you got God popping up in front of it, right? So, boom. It's time for you to finally get the victory. It's time for you to get some wins. You've been taking L's all day. Now it's time for you to get a dub. You've been kind of losing. It's time for you to start winning. You ain't really been getting the victory on something, and now you finally finna get the victory, and with that victory, you're going to have something to celebrate. So if you ain't been celebrating lately, you're definitely going to have something to celebrate. You know, and just to throw it out there, it's really because of the man upstairs. It's really because of the Most High. I mean, you got to thank yourself too, because you know, without you, would none of this be possible and all that. But within you is the Most High. So you know, I just see some karma for people who kind of been getting shit twisted, who kind of been out the loop mentally about where your like gifts and talents come from. Like I said, it's like people who win awards. You know what I'm saying? At the Grammys or American Music Awards, MTV Awards, and they get up there and like, yo, I want to thank myself. Like, the first thing you should say is, I want to thank God. Because like I say, without him, ain't none of this possible. You don't really hear that much no more. What people really say is, yeah, I want to thank myself, my team. They naming everybody but the one that's really making shit happen. Captain. You know what I'm saying? But going to the future, we got another 6. And 6 of Swords represents things moving effortless and frequent. It's like automation, like zippers on a jacket, like an escalator, an elevator. You know what I'm saying? You're going downstream, so you ain't got to paddle your boat no more. Like you going down the hill with your bike, so you ain't got to pedal your bike. You know what I'm saying? It's shit that's just going in motion. It's kind of automatic. But eventually, you're going to have to get the manual. You're going downhill. Eventually, you're going to have to get up a hill that's going to take more work than it was going down. Eventually, when you get off that elevator, you're going to have to walk to your destination. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know, in the midst of wins, victories, and celebrations that you're going to get, score feminine, just be happy to, like I say, it's just the little things. I keep hearing India Irie, Little Things, that song. You know, thank God for the little shit. Anytime things get too big for you or you get plagued or overwhelmed by certain shit, just remember that everything is small. You hop on a plane, this big city that you in right now, that's huge. You can live in Chicago, New York, LA. So when you get on a motherfucking plane, it's going to turn into a dot. But fuck a plane. Get on a spaceship. So when you get on a spaceship, this world, as big as it is going to be small as a dot. It's all about perception. You know what I mean? And perception deals with swords, right? So just get your mind right. That's it. That's all. That's real. Wrapping up water. Scorpio male. We have the Ten of Pentacles. This is energy either coming into or leaving. And this is manifestations. Something you want to manifest, it's going to manifest itself. Why? Because you are the thinker who thinks the thoughts that makes these things at the end of the day. Something you want to happen, it's happening. So be careful what you ask for, because you're going to get that shit. This is two people getting married. You want to get married. I mean, at least what you thought you did, you know what I'm saying? And then you get married on to see what married life is like, and it's like it's kind of got you backtracking, wishing you was still a bachelor, or at least just a boyfriend or a fiance or some shit like that. But you don't really know what you want until you get it. And even when you get it, you still got to figure out if you want it or not. Once again, you create your own business. You had great intentions and grand intentions on starting a business because, like I say, you put in your head that you don't want to work for somebody for the rest of your life. You want to start working for yourself, or at least build something that your kids can build off of. Only to take the risk, because that's all starting a business is basically you taking risks to create jobs or products or services for the community. So whether you win, whether you succeed or not, it's all risks. You know what I mean? And it's like you do something only to see the drawback from it. You learn by doing. And until you actually do something, you ain't really going to learn from it. So on one end, you kind of got some regret that, damn, maybe I bit off more than I chewed. Maybe this ain't what I'm supposed to be doing. But in reality, you did it. So you're going to have to thug that shit out. Thug it out so you can really see if it really works out or not. Thug it out to see if really what you manifest is really what needs to be manifested out here. Ten of Pentacles also represents like just appreciating the work that it took to get it. You know, Nine of Pentacles would be like layaway. You know what I'm saying? It costs 10 schmookles to get what you're trying to get the fuck out of layaway, right? And you grind it and got 9 schmookles. It's time to get what you put your work into, but it ain't time to get it yet because you ain't got the 10th schmookle. And it's like you got your 10th schmookle on your way to Woolworths, on your way to Walmart, on your way to wherever the fuck they still do layaway. And when you finally got the last thing to get it out, that's a good feeling. It's different from like your first 4 pentacles you had to put shit on layaway, as far as to how the fuck you gonna feel when you finally got it to get it. It's all stages, going from 1 to 10. You gotta appreciate every stage, but not just appreciate the stages of getting something. It's appreciate post getting it. Like I say, attaining things is easy, even though it was hard as hell to attain the shit. But maintaining shit is a full-time job. Get my drift? Because what's going on currently is 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups represents the Pimp Cup Chronicles. Like I say, it's something in you that you need to get to the world because the world needs it. Whether it's an idea, whether it's an invention, whether it's, like I say, a product, a service. It's something, a work of art, music. It's something. There's something in you. You know what I mean? And the world deserves it. The world really needs it. You don't know who you're going to help with what's in you. You don't know what this program is going to do to your community. What it's going to do for the children. What it's going to do for elderly people. You don't know what this invention is going to do for the population. You don't know what it's going to do for your region. You don't know what it's going to do for your state. or your town, or your home. You know what I'm saying? Or your community. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get that shit out. Because it's being in you ain't going to serve you or no one else. And by you blessing other people, you going to get blessed yourself. You ain't doing it for the blessings. You understand what I'm saying? You doing it for the effect that it's going to have on other people. Like I say, you got something going on. You got something in you. Whether it's just a business you building to inspire and help your family, or something you're going to do that's going to end up helping thousands, maybe millions, maybe billions of people. At the end of the day, you won't know until you 10 of Pentacles manifest the shit. Finally, we got the Four of Wands. This is you going to the future, and Four of Wands represents home. You know, whether it's the four walls you call your shelter, your shack, your apartment, your room, wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate home. This is home as in like shit that feels home to you. You know, home is where the heart is. And whatever feels like home is definitely in your heart. But home is also where the hate is. Where some of the greatest become greater, like your hometown. Some of y'all need to go to your hometown. You know, maybe you ain't been home because of what home might represent. It's time for you to change what home might represent. Maybe it's time for you to leave your hometown. Maybe you've been in the same city since you was born. Maybe it's time to branch out and move to the big city. Get the fuck out the country. Get the fuck out of home base. One thing about home, you ain't got to be at home and know what the fuck's going on at the crib. Like my mama's side of the family from Bloomington, Illinois. Shout out to Blue Mill. Y'all know what it is. I got y'all tatted on my arm. Blue Mill. And I got McLean County on my arm too. So as long as I got my hometown on my arm, I ain't got to be there to be there. I'm always there. You know what I'm saying? Like, home is in my heart. Home is in my heart. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to be at home. But I grew up a nomad anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm still nomadic to this day. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always going to have love for the crib. But I can just take it with me in my heart or in my mind or on my body and keep it motherfucking pushing. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel, you know what I'm saying? Don't get trapped in the comfort of a hometown. Or don't get too comfortable in your home. You know what I mean? Like, think outside the box. Because your home can become a cage. Your hometown can become a fucking prison. And the shit that's in your heart or feels like home to you can be a motherfucking trap. So, going to the future, final word, Scorpios, male going to the future. It's time to reevaluate what home is. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't become a box. And you need to think outside the box too when it comes to home matters. So that's the message I got. I hope I could be a good use. It's your boy D Boom. Stay tuned for more readings. Alright? 1.